Pinterest, Instagram, and social media in general are full of people posting their aesthetically pleasing annotated books. You've thought about starting, but it somehow doesn't look as good as the ones online, so you stop. You probably just need more practice annotating, or if you don't want to write in your books, a solution for both is a reading journal. The main reason for annotating books is analysis of the material to enjoy, connect with, understand, and remember the book, which overall enhances the reading experience. This can be accomplished with a reading journal. This is also an option for people who don't want to write in their personal books or borrow books from the libraries because it gives an external place to write down commentary. This can even help as a starting point if you eventually do want to annotate books but don't know what to write. The journal itself does not have to be expensive or fancy. I use this Van Gogh Sunflower notebook from a 3-pack I got at Barnes & Noble's. It is halfway done and I plan on getting a regular composition notebook after. You basically just need any stapled paper together. Once you have your notebook, especially if it is completely blank and aren't sure how to start due to fear of messing it up, you could leave a few blank pages at the beginning and then start with your book notes, as I did here. What goes inside? Literally anything book related. I've seen some journals that have the front page with all the books read, a TBR, and actual pictures of the books, but my current method is to write the title of the book at the top and then the notes right after. Your notes can include, but not limit to, your thoughts as you're reading, quotes that stand out, why they stand out, predictions, reactions to events or characters' actions, notes of important plot points, literary devices, unfamiliar words and their definition, overall thoughts on the book, songs that remind you of the characters or songs they might like. I started using a reading journal 6 months ago with the intention of remembering more of the books I read. I think it has been effective and the notes do help remind me of what happened. Writing things down is one of the many ways that helps me remember things for a longer time. Some visual appeals of annotated books you can transfer over to the journal are sticky notes and highlighting. I personally use different colored pens for each book and sticky tabs on the parts of books that stood out to me. Here I have the entire Raven cycle tabbed up, which I did back in 2021. Each color doesn't stand for anything, but I just use them down the row on any passage or line I thought was funny, crazy, or inspirational. Alright, here I got my reading journal, so I thought that we could just open it up and look into it. So basically, it's just the title of the book at the top, and then the notes right after. Here I got Frankenstein, and I have multiple colored pens, but you can see one of the things that I wrote down here is a similarity between Frankenstein and another character from another book, and it is a comic book even. So your notes can be anything, really. Right now, I am currently rereading The Raven Boys, and the thing about rereading one of my favorite books is that I do remember most of the main important plot points, but one of my favorite things to do with the reading journal is to write down words that I am unfamiliar with, so I mainly have a bunch of vocabulary words here for The Raven Boys so far. But even for some books that I have read before already, I don't remember them. So like here we have Bravely. I have read before, but it was a long time ago. But you can see here that I still wrote a lot of notes. Your reading journal doesn't have to be perfect and will improve with use and time. Hopefully this gives you a basic idea on where to start.